Ladies and gentlemen, the lying Rama is going to explain how BEE economics works, right? So I think let us give him an ear, let us give him a chance. But at the back of your mind, please remember that this guy has so much money that over 3 million South Africans, ordinary South Africans, can come together and dream about having his money. Them combined, yes, big money. He's also one of the architectures of what we call BEE, the broad-based economic empowerment, inclusion, what, all of that, all of those laws that exist to stifle profits out of young and small business owners, really. In fact, business owners of any shape, of any size, these laws do not work. This is the guy who curated these laws because he was involved with in writing our constitution. He was one of the key guys negotiating what should be in our constitution and what shouldn't be. This is the same guy responsible for why there's high inequality numbers in this country. The very same guy responsible for why a lot of young South Africans don't have jobs. Let us listen to him explain what BEE economics is.
One of the things that holds South Africa's economy back from growth is the level of concentration. Concentration because...
Already he lies. That's the problem. Already he lies. The lying Ram, I'm telling you. And why is he doing this? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing it?
Because they said the ownership of the economy is in far too few hands. Ownership has not spread. That is what the World Bank and IMF said. And that is precisely what happens in other countries.
No, don't talk about other countries. This guy has so much money. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to understand this. He has so much money, more than if you could put 3 million ordinary South Africans together. These people will never be able to make Ramaphosa's money. If you put just people who work ordinary jobs, maybe they work in retail, maybe they work as teachers, or they work somewhere, some just ordinary hardworking people. If you put them together, their money will never be able to amount to what Ramaphosa gets. He's president. He's always crying about black South Africans be poor. Why is he not sharing his money? He wants to tell us that we need to share. His basic understanding of what economics is that there must be equality in the world. This guy is a billionaire. Why don't you share your millions and your billions? I know why. Because he doesn't really believe these things. He doesn't believe the things he's saying. It is ridiculous that there are people out there believing the things he's saying because he himself doesn't even believe them. You know what I'm saying?
When you go to other countries, you'll find the citizens. I mean, in Africa, it will largely be black people. Wherever you go in the world, it will be the citizens. Now, in our country, it was just the few privileged, and may I continue to say white people.
You are privileged too, bro. You have more money than most South Africans. You are in the top 0.01% in South Africa in terms of wealth. And you are black. And he wants to tell you he's oppressed. This is a billionaire telling you that he's oppressed by a white system in South Africa. This guy, Ramaphosa, black guy, billionaire, didn't even earn his billions because he got them through BEE deals in owning mines, and now he's into farms and livestock, things like that. I don't know how the extent of his business is really. I'm just going off what I know. Black guy, very rich. He wants to tell you that he's a victim of some white man somewhere who's concentrating wealth. He has the wealth. Make it make sense. Make it make sense to me, bro. Maybe I'm black and slow and too dumb because I'm black. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it.
Who continue to own the means of production, who continue to own the productive economy of our country. Now,
We took them to America.
this I find very worrying.
Who's there? Even Rama wants to laugh. He can't hold it together. Who is that?
I find it very worrying that we continue to have this notion that BEE is the one that's holding our economy back.
I'm one of those people, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that. I believe BEE is holding us back. Let us hear what he's going to say. I'm sorry.
It is the partial and exclusive ownership of the means of production in our country that is holding this economy from growing.
Ramaphosa, please, I nominate myself, right? And I'm sure a lot of people are going to support this. I nominate myself for you to be inclusive, for you to include me in your billions. Please, both hands up, 2 hands up. Please pick me, bro. Please include me and share with me and redistribute. I'm black, previously disadvantaged. You say you want to create an inclusive economy for people to grow. Please include me in your wealth. He's not going to do it. You know why? Because this nigga doesn't believe none of these things he's saying. None of it. He believes none of it. And it's like, I wonder, man. It's like, when you have so much money, does it get like that? Does it get like that? Where you can lie to somebody straight in the face, sell them something you don't believe in completely. Just lie. And then they're just gonna buy it. You don't even care whether or not they buy this thing that you're selling them. This is what is happening in front of our eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
So, what we seek to do, as set out in the equality clause in our Constitution, to redress the imbalances of the past. If we accept that the ownership of our economy is imbalanced, the clause on equality in our Constitution seeks to undo that, to redress that. So therefore, ownership of our economy should be broadened. And I can...
Please broaden your money to me. Broaden your money to a nigga. Please redistribute and be inclusive in your Ramaphosa economy that you run, where at Pala Pala you're gonna hide $500,000 under the mattress. Really, you don't want to pay taxes. It's there. There's no fake news over here, man.
I can tell you, Dr. Mulder, there's nothing that gives our people joy, particularly black people, as they go around and they find that this production facility is owned by a black person.
Bro, he doesn't even believe these things.
It warms one's heart.
Okay. It warms one's heart. Why does he start talking like this now? Why? I'm telling you, man, these people are crazy. And it's what a shame that when you criticize them, because there's so much nepotism in South Africa, when you criticize them, all of a sudden, all opportunities close for you. It's like, I don't even know what I'm doing over here, talking about these niggas, but I feel like something is wrong. Somebody's got to say something. These niggas is going crazy. I'm saying,
it makes us feel so good because we've come from a horrible past when that was not allowed by law, where people were arrested. If you wanted to set up an economic facility in town, you were put to jail. But today, we are saying all that must be put behind us. We must allow more and more people to play an important role in the economy of our country. And this is what baffles me.
Oh, it baffles him. Okay, also it baffles him. This is what he's saying. This is what he's saying. Rama, come on, come on. Come on. This guy is not relatable at all. He doesn't relate to the average person in South Africa. He's so very far detached from what reality is. People out there are scared that there's no jobs. People are scared there's no jobs, there's no opportunities out there. This guy's there.
By those who are opposed to Black economic empowerment. I say, what do you want to see happening? Do you want to see Black people continuing to play the role of laborers, drawers of water, hewers of wood?
What? What? Bro, that's racist. That's what he said. That's racist. He thinks Black people can only do those jobs. He thinks we cannot be CEOs of our own accord. You know, we cannot work hard and uplift ourselves. He thinks we need government to make it. Tell me how you think I'm stupid without telling me I'm stupid. Just allow businesses to flourish in South Africa, bro. Stop this thing of telling us what we can do, who we can associate with, who we can't associate with. Stop all of that nonsense. Let people run their businesses, bro. People work hard. People are working hard for their money out there. You're just taxing a lot of it. Stop taxing people a lot of money. Let people keep their money, bro. You do not relate to us. You are not relatable. We're not on the same vibe. The core is not oiling. That's
And
awesome.
consumers only. Why can't Black people be made to own productive aspects of life? Why can't they be rich as well? That is what needs to happen.
But you are rich. Can't you? What race do you think you are, bro? You are Black, you are rich. What are you talking about?
Aspects of life. Why can't they be rich as well? That is what needs to happen. Because it is when they get to that level. Dr. Mulder, you look at the Afrikaners, the history of your people. If you look at the history of your people, they were held back by the English. And with later days, they were enabled. They became more and more economically empowered. And they became economically empowered due to the policies of apartheid, the laws that were put in.
That we all agree were racist. So those were racist laws. We all agree that apartheid had racist laws. We all agree with that. So you are going to use the same racist laws to redress. And that doesn't make you racist, right? Ramaphosa. Brother, I'm telling you, man.
Place the sweet deals that they were given, and they started getting more and more into being serious economic players. Why can't the same be done for Black people?
Because it only empowers a few Black people like you, the privileged few, the elite, bro. It only benefits you guys. BEE does nothing for me. First of all, let's start there. It does nothing for a lot of young Black South Africans. Nothing. Except for the few politically connected. Nothing, brother.
Why? And this baffles me. Really, I don't understand it, because to me that is the normal thing to do. You need, as a nation, to say, this group has been disempowered. We need to empower it. Like the approach we have now, the rural areas of our country have been disadvantaged.
And you have billions. Why don't you go there? You have billions that you did not get because you actually deserve them. But it's because you got the sweet deals of BEE that you're talking about. You got the sweet deals. You are only one of the very few. You guys are so detached from reality, bro. And you want to get us to think that you can relate to how horrible the situation is in South Africa. Ramaphosa has been rich since forever. I don't even understand how he became a president, because it's like he's not relatable. People like Trump, you'll understand, because his language and the way he does things is for Americans, ordinary Americans. He's trying to make them rich. But our president, bro, is just only them. As long as they are rich, as long as their kids and their families are proper, as long as they're amazing, as they're gonna give us empathy. You know what I'm saying? They think we need empathy. We need to be felt sorry for. We need sweet words. We need hugs. Us, we don't need money. But their children deserve it, bro. And then you're gonna come here and virtue signal about how black people are poor. These people are spitting in our faces, bro. Dividing this country on racial lines, really. Making everybody mad at each other. If you are black, you must be mad at white people. If you are white, you must be mad at black people. He's been rich all his life. Us, we must be mad. Always at each other's throats and things like that. Trying to kill each other, bro. Convincing a lot of people to sing, kill the farmer, kill the poor. There's nothing wrong with that song. That's what they are doing, these people. Their kids are amazing. Their kids are flourishing. They're living in gated communities. There's safety. They can afford amazing doctors if they get sick. But us, poor us, the black people who can't do for themselves, previously disadvantaged. You need empathy. You need $350 per month. If you get a baby, you're gonna get $500. Really? Don't do for yourself. You know, white people have oppressed you. You can't do nothing for yourself. That's what these guys believe, really, in a nutshell. And to that, I say ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. We need something new. We need a change in our country as far as the president is concerned, as far as leadership is concerned. We need somebody who's actually concerned about South Africans, not pleasing their donors, their lobbyists, their friends, politicians and business people they are in cahoots with. Nah. We want somebody who's invested in South Africans, really. These niggas have went crazy. If you like this one, hit the sub button, hit the like button, open those notifications so that you're notified every time we upload. Your boy's out of here, man. Why was Ramaphosa speaking like this?